All right, Darren Mark put himself to the test this week, said he's going to try to live in the woods for 5 days. We're on day 4. Let me see, 24, you've got 24 hours and about 33 and a half minutes left to go. How's that sound?
That sounds good. I also want to add that while living in the woods, I'm using very little man-made. I'm not sleeping in a tent.
Right.
I have no sleeping bag, no blanket, no pillow. I mean, it's what I call extreme camping. It's not truly a survival week because I'm not eating bugs and bark.
Right.
But it's a close relative to that. This is Sean Pearson. Sean is the co-founder of the Nature Awareness and Survival School in Rochester. The school teaches people like me how to survive in the wilderness. They have 2 free workshops a year, and you can also pay to take classes from him and his teachers. And this morning we're talking about foods that you can eat if you are trapped in nature. We had those yummy acorn muffins, and by the way, if you want the recipe for those, and I know you do, you can email me and I'll give it to you. But now we're moving on to another delectable treat, pine needle tea.
Yes, but I would like to say on vacation in nature, not trapped in nature.
Yes.
There's something wrong with you for saying that. I just want to point out. All right.
Everything about pine trees are edible. And the needles, if you take and put them in hot water and make a tea out of them, it actually is quite good tasting. And
Oh, leave the leaf in there. It'll taste better.
And there's more vitamin C in a cup of pine needle tea than there is in orange juice.
I just want to quickly add, we got this cup at the Primitive Bellagio located just down the woods. You don't gamble with coins, you gamble with wood chips.
What? Now, all right. What I've heard about pine trees, then, where did hemlock come from? Isn't that a pine tree? Isn't that an evergreen?
Is hemlock a pine tree, Doug's asking?
No, just because it's green in the winter.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
We think we lost them.
Our guy, Darren, is continuing with his pledge to live outside, survive the week in the woods. Darren, can you hear me?
No, I don't know. I don't know why we're living here.
Oh, I get it.
Listen, it wasn't my decision. Doug made me do it. Stop yelling at me. What's wrong with you? I hate you. Spalding! Spalding!
We're back with Darren, who just had a moment with Spalding. I guess it's your only friend, really, when Sean's not around, huh?
Actually, it's my only friend anytime. All right, we're here with Sean Pearson this morning, continuing my week in the woods. It's day 4. I have not gone inside. I have not used a sleeping bag or a tent or any of that. I've been sleeping in a debris shelter. Sean's also been spending the night in another debris shelter. We're talking about the 4 major foods that you can eat if you're stuck in nature. We covered acorns, we covered pine needles, and now we're on to...
Cattails.
Okay, what is a cattail? Where do you get it?
Cattails are those things that you see growing pretty much anywhere there's water that have those like corn cob things on top that you twist as a kid and the fluffy stuff goes floating away.
Yeah. And what does this thing taste like?
What does cattail taste like? Remember, we are eating survival food. So,
Remember.
I mean, it's edible, but it's an acquired taste. Some of this.
It's like a fine wine, you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
What vintage is this cattail, Sean?
Well, this is pretty new. So,
I see. It's a 2003.
Yeah, 2003 cattail.
All right,
and this is just grilled. I mean, we just stuck it in the fire. And cattails, what's nice about cattails, this is actually a root. The cattail root grows horizontally. And we talked earlier about flour. If you break this open and you soak this white pulp in water, all this material will settle to the bottom and you can use this for flour.
All right, I'm going to
Wow.
taste it.
Okay, great. The other thing that's nice about this is the slimy stuff that's down inside here is the same as when babies are teething. You can actually put...
You fed this to me? What's wrong with you?
You can actually put it on your
I have
teeth.
granola bars, you know, I'm not really starving.
You can put it on your teeth and it'll take away tooth pains.
Tooth pain. Take away your sense of taste as well.
Darren, how hungry are you?
I'm not that hungry at all. I'd have to die before I had that thing again. It's like drinking raw soot.
Oh, one more day, buddy. We'll be right back.